What type of stuff are we trying to grab for these food boxes?
Yeah, we're really thinking about our communities.
Hernandez managed to escape from Delano and fled south 283 miles into the Mexican border.
Construction crews behind me have been tearing up the road for days. I mean, listen to that.
I'm on the corner of 19th and Inyo Street, where multiple law enforcement officers were stationed earlier, going door to door, checking backyards and cars. When was the last time you used one of these to find your way around the city? Pretty outdated. Fue precisamente en esta cuadra, casi un año, donde una señora de la tercera edad fue secuestrada. For those who don't know, I'm from the San Fernando Valley, so I'm not really used to this type of weather. Standing here now, what are the biggest concerns that we're seeing here?
Well, the biggest concern...
The region is a large area of land with... Look, reading can sometimes feel like a chore. However, educators, this low pressure system that's made its way toward us from the coast, giving us those early fall-like conditions.
You have my dad? Can I speak to him? Daddy! Where are you?
It was a heartwarming reunion for a father and daughter, but the journey to get there wasn't an easy one. Montana Simon from Michigan tells me her 65-year-old veteran father, David Simon, has a kind soul with a caring personality, but mental health issues have led to her father's situation.
I flew here Sunday morning, and it's been nonstop. I got to printing some flyers, posting those, speaking with employees at places I knew him to frequent.
Simon tells me since arriving in Bakersfield, she's received numerous calls about her father, some promising and others not so much. In her time being here, she tells me she spent it searching the streets for any sign of her father.
I'm looking for my dad. My dad's name is David. I was told he hangs out around here.
And then during our interview, something amazing happened. The call she had been hoping for came. With the help of a community member who found her dad nearby at a Starbucks on Chester Avenue, Simon's search was finally over. Capturing the heartfelt moment on camera, we've blurred her father's face out of respect for the family.
I'm just so happy he's alive.
I'm watching from away, sitting on the couch, and I'm just looking at my three kids just hug each other and tell each other they love each other. And he had them both in his arms, and he kissed each one and told me, I'll be back, I promise.
Mother of Joel, Alma Morales, recalls the last time she saw her son before he left for the gas station.
He shut the door and left to the store. He never returned.
Back on June 20th, 2023, Joel was involved in a car crash where his vehicle ended up in the canal off South H and Berkshire Road. Rescue efforts were attempted by officers at the scene, but were unsuccessful. Reports say another person was also involved in the crash. However, a statement sent to us by BPD says that the case is still open and no arrests have been made. BPD adding no other information can be provided. So with 2 years past and still no answers, the family feels like there's no justice.
My son did not drive his car alone into the ditch. There has to be some sort of justice. We need answers.
Joel's tia, Nadia Flores, tells me since her nephew's passing, she and her family have gone to law enforcement asking for answers, making public records requests, and attempting to make a civil suit. But all efforts have been unsuccessful.
Frustrating, because they're literally just putting us to one place to another.
Joel's mother says it's been an overwhelming journey, but she won't rest until she's able to figure out what exactly happened to her son.
I want closure, which I don't think I'll ever get. Peace. Someday live in peace, just to know that everything was done.
Cuando yo llegué de misa aquí, me secuestraron.
When I left church and came home, they kidnapped me, the woman and the man. What I wanted in this court was my money back because they told me that they were going to get me my money back.
70-year-old Maria Guadalupe Barajas Peña lives alone in her Delano home. She tells me the situation was terrifying, And while she's still scared to leave her home, she's more outraged by the outcome. Police arrested a Stockton couple, 30-year-old Christian Rojas Chauta and 47-year-old Claudia Castellanos Tocueca, for the crimes back in May. Though the couple was originally charged with 9 felony counts, the couple pled no contest to 1 count each of burglary and were sentenced to 2 years in prison.
They saw me cry because I couldn't handle the news. I wasn't expecting that. And they just gave me an "I'm sorry."
Peña says the couple robbed her of $350 cash, then took her to a bank and forced her to withdraw $25,000. Reaching out for comment, a spokesperson for the DA states restitution was ordered in the amount of $25,000. It will be payable through the probation department.
Once again, those temperatures are continuing to rise. Sunday is where we're going to see most of that warm air kind of start. And taking another look at weather, we've had a very hot day today here in Bakersfield with a high of 86 degrees. That is way above average for this time of year. We should be at about 75. So very hot, and the rest of the county is no stranger to these warm temperatures. Our desert communities are starting to feel what summer is going to be like, with China Lake at 94 degrees, and I'm sure Delano would have loved to see 57-degree temperature, but that is not the case. We must be having some type of issues with our sensors. Taking a look at what overnight is going to be, we won't see too many 40-degree temperatures. We'll be sticking in the mid-50s for the most part, 56 out in Bakersfield. And as we head into the afternoon, those 90-degree temperatures will continue to stay prevalent out in our desert community, 90 out in Ridgecrest and China Lake, and even our mountain communities are starting to feel almost 80-degree temperature, with Kernville at 79 degrees.